Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects, everything just feels like it's in slow motion, and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12. First down, Carolina.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? You're not going to put your
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to it. Juke the defender. And the hit helps send him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
On play action, here's Young. He's going to keep it this time. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Panther first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Travis Hunter making that play.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Defense shows blitz. Young has him on the quick hitter. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Young to throw here on 3rd. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. 4th down, Young throwing. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson, and even a playoff run in Jacksonville, it's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 10 now. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
Brings up 3rd down.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll only need a few inches here on 3rd down. Lawrence here running the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They send a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good for another Jaguars.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They go right back to Etienne. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. The throw is caught. And it's a nice pickup of 11 as he goes out. 3rd down, he's up next.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Going power with a big tight end. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. Little knocks it through. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. Jukes out a 1-stop. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And it's the Panthers who have 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Young. Excellent protection so far. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Young again. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Sticking to the air, it's Young. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. 2nd drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And we'll see how they choose to attack this. They've got 50 seconds at their disposal. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. That's completed right side. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, Well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. They'll look underneath here for ETN. And he's tackled for a short gain. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's seconds. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Hits his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. He gets this one to Strange. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Working inside the red zone. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take the lead just before halftime. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Right, ready to send this one away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They put a receiver in motion here left. First down throw, Lawrence. Completes another one to Thomas. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Counter give to Etienne. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the 43-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion here. Now Lawrence. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
62-yard attempt.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. He intercepts the pass. Darnell Savage with a pick. And the Jaguars are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Caught by Washington, left side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Washington. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
That's what we do. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Dave, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Cam Little getting the call on fourth down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Little knocks it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Out of the gun, Young. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up third down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Young's going to sneak it. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, Young. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now it's Young. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. From the gun, ETN gets it. Stiff arm success. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. ETN again. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
No gain on the
So
play.
close to a
It's
big
now
loss of
3rd
yards for those
and
guys
4.
up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. This might be a free play for him. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away.
Offside. Defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Little text on the extra point. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead.
Panthers 3.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Carolina offense headed out now. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Young on the play action. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Xavier Leggett, the target on that throw, and it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
That's McMillan with the catch out left. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Again, it's Young. That's cut beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And that was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Here's Young again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Panthers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air, yet again, Young. Now the caught by Adam Thielen. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Matthew Wright for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 10.
Panthers 10.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And even after giving up the late touchdown, Brock, still a 2-score game, so you should expect them to be in that victory formation in just a few moments.
You should, but, you know, I just picture Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, the greats in this game, right, over the last few decades. You know, they grinded down every second, never took anything for granted. You got to finish it all the way down to double zeros.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's their first carry for LaQuint Allen. And the Panthers get to that one!
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Panthers set to take the field. And that last drive, so we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. And they send a man in motion. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. 3rd and long for him here. tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panther offense headed out to the field. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed over the middle. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first second.
Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. That's no way to end a game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. Here he goes, one final shot. Looking for... And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. Well, partner, we could see they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, hoping to pull the road victory off. We know, though, it can be so tough to win on the road, and there's some dejected faces as they leave this football field.
Never enjoyed these flights home. Going to be a long, silent one as they try to figure out what went wrong, ruminate on the outcome of this game. You never like taking one on the chin ever, 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 and heading home just gives them all some extra time to think about what went wrong.
Glad I'm not going to be on that flight.